Hello, Charioteer here again. We'll be doing a review of it's an Oracle deck. It calls itself the Daemon Tarot, but it's not a traditional tarot deck. It's a deck based on 18th century, 19th century demons from the Dictionary Infernal by Simon Colin de Plancy. He converted to the Catholic religion somewhere in the middle of the 1800s after writing his original Dictionary Infernal with several dozen demons in it, and he went back and rewrote it. He had a whole bunch of engravings commissioned, illustrations for all of the demons. He ascribed them, some of them are fallen angels, not of them are all demons, some of them are like creatures of that darker side, some of them are witches, things like that. But it's a deck, it's interesting. It doesn't really give a lot of spreads to go with it, although there's one that I found interesting. I'll go over it. But let's dive right into a quick review. It comes in a real sturdy box here, and the box pretty much gives you a good description of what you're going to get inside. It comes with this book. It's a very nice book. Now the book goes over very briefly a little bit about the author. The author is Ariana Osborne, and she kind of cobbled together all the information once she got a hold of a very old copy of the Dictionary Infernal, and she did a lot of research to put together her annotations and inspirations. Some of them are lifted directly out of the Dictionary Infernal, and then she went ahead and did the divination section. So each separate card has its own annotation section. It's got its own inspiration section, and then how it would be used in divination. And it's got a big blow up of each card. There's 69 cards, and they're all darker creatures, witches, goblins, nasty little forest creatures and things like that. I think when he originally channeled in the information, not all of them were as dark. They were on the darker side of the spectrum, and it's interesting. It's kind of more of a cautionary deck. The one spread that it goes through, the way it works is you pull a card out. I'm just going to go right off the top here. The top would be the querent, and then you do 3 across, 1, 2, 3 here like this, and that ends up being your best defense, the heart of the matter, and then your best offense. And then you come down here with the 5th card. So I'll move these up so I can get them all in the frame there. You have a 5th card, which you turn over, and that is where the situation is heading. And then you leave another card face down, and that is supposed to be somebody that can help you with the situation. I don't have these cards committed to memory, but they're easy enough to look up, and because you just get right into it. Each one, you just look them up alphabetically. Like, let's see, Ganga Grama. So you go into the G's in here, and it'll be on page 69. And then you go to page 69. And there you go. And the divination for that is: beware of excessive pride, bragging, or not judging a situation, knowing all the facts before getting involved. So it's very good. Most of the divinations are very cautionary. Focus on gaining eloquence and grace. The drawings, if you're into that kind of thing, for the daemons, like I said, they're from the 19th century, the early to mid 1800s. I'll do a flip through of all the cards. So it's that kind of that classic demons from hell kind of look, and witches, and goblins, and ghoulies, and things like that. It's interesting. I tried a little sample reading on myself. Let me tell you, it was it was frighteningly accurate. It makes you kind of re-examine your motivations for certain things, and then gives you the best way forward. So these aren't going to be in any particular order because I've shuffled them. I used them in a sample thing just to see how they kind of work out, and I was pleasantly surprised. And no demons popped out into my living room, and I don't feel like I'm going to be banished to hell anytime soon. It's just like I said, it's a cautionary deck, so it's not all flowers and unicorns and the best way to go about something and candy coat and everything. This is kind of like, look, dude, here's the deal. This is what you need to do, and you need to stop doing this, and here's the best way forward. Okay, but we're going to go through all the cards. I'll just do a quick flip through, and then you can decide if you like it. I'm going to keep it in my rotation of decks that, if you'd like a reading from it, I'll do my best. I don't have these committed to memory. I don't know if I ever will, but it is possible to do a reading with these. And like I said, it's more of a kind of a smack you in the face, wake you up, and straight up advice, as opposed to being overflowingly positive, with which the tarot can be at times. There are a lot of negative cards in the tarot, but even those aren't overwhelmingly negative. These aren't, I would say, super negative, but they don't candy coat anything. They're like, you're doing this wrong, stop doing that. You're better off doing it this way. Stop being a jerk, kind of thing. Or if you're doing it right, hey, you're on the right path. Keep it up. Don't give up. So it's a different style of getting a reading. And if you like that kind of thing, if you like being told the straight up deal, a deck like this might be for you. But, the cards are really good stock. A little bit bigger than a playing card. They're pretty thick. All of the artwork is going to be black and white. It's very reflective of the time that the drawings and engravings were made. I remember seeing some of these drawings. If you you go Google Asmodeus or something like that. These are some of the classic drawings that pop up even on the internet today for a lot of these. I've definitely seen this one before, Beelzebub, Baal. All these images are classic. You've probably seen a good amount of them before. Kali, that's a Hindu god of death and destruction, but she's also symbolizes rebirth and starting over in the cycle. Kind of like the death card in Rider-Waite. Symbolizes transformation. I think in the Hindu religion, you can't have a new beginning without getting rid of the old. You got to destroy stuff to let new life flourish. I think is the philosophy behind Kali. It's 69 cards, and I would call them oracle cards. But you can use them in a spread. I think the book encourages you to make your own spread. Use them in your own creative way. It did come with one spread that I went through, and then it talked about doing a one-card draw, like a meditation card. Not big on one-card draws unless that's all you're going to do with it is meditate on the message of the card for the day or the month or however long you want to use it as a tool like that. I think all tarot decks can be used like that. All our oracle cards can be used like that. I'll just do these quick enough and get it to focus. And if you want to stop and read what's on the card, you can pause it, screenshot it, however you want to do it. Not all of the images come from the Dictionary Infernal. I think some of these are a little more recent that the author has managed to pull. And they cross different religions, like you had Hinduism, you have the classic Catholicism, Judaism kind of images. The book is very no-nonsense. It gives a very short history on the person, and it goes their philosophy on the cards, why they made them, and it goes right into definitions of the cards with annotations, inspirations, and divinations. It's a very well done book, high quality. The box is nice and sturdy, and if this is something you're into, you might want to check it out. They're not that much. You can find them on Amazon. The book comes with it, so you don't got to buy the book extra. And this has been The Chariot. If you'd like a free reading, go to the About section, send me an email, and I'll get it up on the channel as soon as possible. It would help me out greatly if you hit like and subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, of course. They are free readings, but it does help me out quite a bit if you hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.